shoulder. Oh, great, thanks. I like spooning. It's nice. Feels nice with the knees tucked up, doesn't it? Let's just relax and take a deep breath and spoon for a while. I know things have been really, really stressful lately. We need to just unwind a bit and relax and just enjoy each other. Deep breaths. Come on, I want to feel your, I'm going to put my hand on your tummy because I'm right behind you and I'm going to put my hand on your tummy. Okay. Now, breathe in. Let me feel that tummy move. Move that tummy. That's it. Breathe in. And breathe out. Push your belly button in. You squeeze all that air out. So I'm gonna just put my hand up under your shirt there and just touch your skin because you're warm. You're warm and I'm cold, so I'm a vampire again. I'm gonna suck all the warmth out through my fingers. It's been so cold lately. It's like that polar vortex thing. It's just way too cold. We have to be together like this. We have to spoon so that we can conserve our body heat. Yes, it's a medical necessity. Yes, but it's also because I like being here with you. Yeah. I can always count on you for comfort and niceness. And it's important. It's important to have somebody you can always count on for just niceness. I need it. And so many people I know are just, I can't count on them. So unreliable. It's just wearying, you know. You try so hard and people let you down all the time. It's just makes it hard to keep trying. I don't get no help. No help. Even when it's for their own good. So I like being able to just say, well, I have a cuddle buddy who is fantastic and always cuddles me so well. And lets me stick my knees right up under their knees. Nice and warm. Has a very warm, soft belly. It's very important. I'm just gonna run my fingers up your belly a bit. Just tickle you just a little bit. I like my fingernails and your skin. It's almost ticklish, right? Almost itchy, but it feels good. Just a little scratchy, 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 scratchy. You're like a reset button for me, you know? I want to be a reset button for you. Like, when the world is just getting too shitty and people are just being too flaky and too irritating, you can just hit the reset button. Just climb into bed and snuggle up and forget everything. Just enjoy the simple pleasure of touch and feel all the sensations like whispering in your ear. No, that tickles, I know. I'm sorry. My brain hurts sometimes. Does your brain hurt lately? You feel it? Like you feel it kind of throbbing in your skull? Like you can picture it like red and throbbing. And my brain hurts a lot lately. There's so much to think about and deal with and wonder about, plan for, and cope with. Yeah, it's tough. Which is why I think we really have to pay attention to what we feed our souls, you know? Like this outrage, cancel culture thing has got to stop. It's just so negative. You go on Twitter and it's nothing but negativity. It's every single post is being offended or outraged or pissed off by something. And it's just too much. It's like, that's not right. We're not meant to be like this. We're not meant to be constantly offended and outraged. It's not good for us. You know, you gotta go to like eye bleach or something so you can just watch some kittens and baby goats and stuff. Because you need the reset button. That's right, you need the reset button. You need to crawl into bed with your warm pyre and just hit the reset button. Because we can only take so much of this stuff, you know? Like the people who are constantly outraged, they're gonna burn out on this. It's not healthy. It's not good for you to be constantly outraged. Not to mention everyone in your blast zone, you know? Hurts you too. So, I know, some people just... That's Emmett, he wants inside him. No, we're not gonna let him inside, no. He can cry all he wants. He's just being a big suck. Speaking of big whiny sucks. Oh, shut up. Go away, Emmett. He just can't stand the closed door. He's like most cats. He just can't stand it. He's so indignant, too. He's like, let me in. Oh, I was going to tell you a story. I was going to tell you a story. It's not an animal story, no. I know I haven't had an animal story in a long time. I keep trying to think of a better animal story for you. Like a good one. It's got to be a good one, right? I've got high standards now for this, but okay, this is about letting things go. This is the moral of the story. And maybe you've heard this before, but who cares? Okay, so in ancient times, there were these two Tibetan monks who are walking from their monastery to a village far away to get more monk supplies, I guess. Do you know where the word monk comes from? I learned this the other day. I thought this was fascinating. It comes from, I think it's a Greek word, like monachos or something, which means like solitary person. Yeah, so we get monk from. I always wondered, where do we get that word from? Monk. What the hell? So, yeah. So anyway. so anyway, these two monks, they're going down the mountain. And imagine it's a beautiful spring day. And there's cherry blossoms blowing in the breeze. And you can even hear some harp music. Because why not? We're painting this picture, so why not? There's harp music. And Nice, beautiful river. They're following the trail of the river. They're walking along very peacefully. And they get to a point where they know they have to cross the river. And there's no way for them to do it except to hike up their yellow or orangey ropes and walk across the river. They know this is a point where it's fairly shallow, so they can cross. And they arrive at this spot, and there's a young woman standing there. And she looks very upset. And the older monk says to her, "Why are you upset, miss?" And she says, "I have to get across the river, but I have to carry this food from my family, and I'm afraid of getting washed down the river. I don't know what to do." And so the monk says, "Here, I will pick you up and I will carry you across the river." And so she's grateful, and she jumps into his arms, and he wades across the river with her and puts her down. And she says, "Thank you very much." She's very grateful. And she leaves and goes on her way. And the younger monk goes across the river too. And the two monks continue on their way. The older monk realizes that the younger monk is obviously thinking about something very hard, because it's a very hard silence between them. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know, when there's an uncomfortable silence, it's like someone's just bristling with something they want to say. They're not quite saying it, but they really want to. And you can tell it's a different kind of silence, right? It's not a happy silence, it's a tense silence. So the older monk notices this tense silence as they're walking. And this goes on for half an hour as they're walking. He senses this problem that the younger monk is having. But he decides to wait until the younger monk speaks up. And finally, after an hour, the younger monk finally says, "Master," or whatever, like, Master monks, I don't know, Mr. Monk, Father Monk, I don't know, whatever, Master, let's just go with Master. That's like from Kung Fu, David Carradine, right? So he says, "Master, you know that in our order," maybe it's the Shaolin or something, I don't know, "in our order, we are not permitted to touch women. We are not permitted to even touch a woman. We cannot even lay our hands on them. And yet you picked her up and carried her across the water. You held her body, and you picked her right up off the ground, and you were holding her next to your body for the length of time it took you to cross the river. You were pressing her body right against yours. I mean, what the actual fuck, right?" I don't think monks would say that, but you get the idea. He's very perturbed by this. And so the master monk guy, turns to the younger monk, and he says, "My grasshopper." He says, because I don't think they say "my son." I think that's a Catholic thing. So he says, "Grasshopper, I picked her up and carried her across the river for 20 seconds. You've been carrying her for an hour." Oh, isn't that profound? This is where you need like jingling like harps or something for like the dun dun dun, because it's so true, right? This is so true. This younger grasshopper monk guy, he couldn't let go of this. He couldn't let go of this thing. You picked up a woman. How can that be? You're not allowed to touch a woman. And he dragged it on. He had it in his mind for so much longer than the guy who actually touched her did. And I thought that's very it's really wise in a sense, because it sort of shows that you really, the longer we hold on to things, the more of a burden it becomes, the more importance we give it. You know, we don't just let things go, we let them fester, we let them take up a lot of room in our minds, and they become all we think about. And most of the time it just isn't something we need to focus our minds on. You can imagine that the older monk guy, the Master Po guy, is walking down he's continuing his little pleasant journey down the mountain. He's thinking about happy thoughts, and he's thinking about his dinner, I guess, and his his tea he's gonna have later, and I don't know, maybe getting some new sandals. I don't know, but he's thinking good monk thoughts. You know, he's enjoying his day, being a very thoughtful monk, and the younger guy is completely obsessed with this thing that the guy did by picking up the woman. So I don't know, I just thought that was very profound, and maybe something we could learn from. So I try to think of that when I get too obsessed by things, or focus on the negative, or I get too upset if people let me down. I just try to be that monk. You know? Because I think I would look good in monk's robes. I would think I would rock the monk robe. I could really work. I don't think I would do the bald head very well. I don't think I would look good bald. Some women look good bald, but I don't think I would. A lot of men look great bald, but a lot of women don't, and I don't think I could pull off the bald thing. The sandals, yeah. I think I could do the sandals. I could pull it off, I think. Especially if I could paint my nails. Would they look like a monk hat? Paint her nails? I don't know. It's all moot anyway, but you see what I'm saying. So that's my monk story. It's a good monk story. Yeah, I've been drawing the path the monks took along your back. That's what I've been doing while I told the story. Can you feel it? I was just walking my fingers down your back, like I'm the monks walking down the mountains. No, not walking on my mountains, no. So that would actually be good, wouldn't it, if I just walked my fingers down my cleavage here. That's like the valley between the two mountains. Oh, I love being silly with you. It's nice, stress relief. Can you tell what I'm drawing on your back? Can you tell? Yeah, it's a circle. Yeah, it's another circle. 2 circles with 2 dots in the middle. Yes. Yes, I drew some boobs on your back. Yeah, well, you obviously haven't seen the bathroom mirror yet. You haven't had a shower yet. You haven't seen what I drew on the bathroom mirror. So that when it steams up, you're gonna see it drawing. Yeah, I'll just leave that as a little surprise. Yeah, I was definitely one of those kids that spelled out boobs on the calculator. It was usually the boys did, but I did it too. I thought it was hilarious. I've always thought the word boobs is hilarious. It's better than other words for them. And there's so many words for them. Some we just don't use anymore, but holy cow, there's a lot of words for boobs. I don't mean just breasts. I mean, that's very kind of official. Tits is a little more sexual, I think. There's boobs and knockers. Tatas. A bosom, right? A bosom. I wonder where that comes from, because that's like a collective noun for them. It's not bosoms, it's just bosom. Yeah, chest, I guess. Yeah, chest is kind of like a general noun for jugs. Jugs. I don't know what that came from. Jugs, that doesn't seem... Cans, I've heard that. I've heard jugs, cans, melons. What else? I know there's lots more. I'm just drawing a blank. Oh, titties, yeah. Titties with a D, and titties with T's, and gazongas. What the hell is a gazonga? A gazonga is what the woman was pressing up against the monk. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I thought I tied that up very neatly. Yeah, that was like a nice bow on that. Yeah. Hey, I'm a storyteller. What can I say? Give me a squeeze. Oh. See, don't you feel better already? Just having this little squeeze fest with spoon session with me. Definitely. I feel all warm now because I stole it all from you. The unapologetic vampire. Warmpire, not vampire. Warmpire. No, you can keep your blood. I just want your warmth. So, in fact, I need you to keep your blood. If I'm gonna take your warmth, I need blood in you. So, yeah, you keep your blood. I'll just take your warmth. Footsie just isn't the same with socks on, is it? No, I like pressing my cold feet on yours, but I can't get that yelp of shock from you when I press sock feet. So I don't get the same impact. It's not the same. But it's nice having toasty toes. No frostbite here. Doesn't matter what time it is, doesn't matter what pandemic is on, there's always some jerk in a motorcycle. It's too loud. Where the hell are you going in the middle of the night in a pandemic on your loud motorcycle? What the hell? At least Emmett gave up. Hold my hand. That's nice. I rest my hand against your belly. Hold my hand. Put your hand over mine. Cuddling is so nice. I love it so much. It feels so good. Be close to you. Feel your heartbeat. Drop boobs on your back. You listen to my monk stories. I mean, this is a perfect relationship. You're a good listener. You don't lose the plot. You know, it's like when you're with somebody that can't follow the plot of a movie. Just like Seinfeld used to say, I thought he was with him. Why would he kill them if he was with them? Oh, he's not really with them. You have to actually pause the movie this is happening in the past. But it is that guy, it's just not now, it's then. And you have to explain this. And then you gotta go back and rewind everything you missed while you're explaining it. Yes, I know, I'm getting giddy. I know. Look, this is just the price you pay for cuddling with me. You know there's a risk of real silliness. You know that. When I get sleepy, I get silly. You know that about me, so I'm sorry. No sympathy there, bud. No. None. No sympathy for you. Sorry. What am I doing? I'm rocking us back and forth. Yeah, I'm just moving my foot, and it makes my knees and my legs rock, and it makes you rock. It just feels nice. Yeah, we liked it as babies, and we like it now. Like the gentle rocking, cuddled up and snuggled up and warm and safe. And loved. Feels nice. I heard something that can help you fall asleep. And I've been meaning to try it. So do you want to try it with me? Okay, so here's what you do. So find a place where your hand can be really comfortable. Like maybe it's if you're lying on your side, maybe it's just down on your thigh like this, or maybe it's up by your head, on the pillow, whatever, wherever your hand is comfortable. And when you close your eyes, start tapping your hand, just like I'm doing here. Kind of a fast rhythm. Yeah, just like that, okay? Just do that. You can just kind of put the palm of your hand down, and you can just make your fingers move. Just tap. Just steady rhythm. Close your eyes and think about that rhythm. Just hear it, expect it. Expect the next tap. Okay? Do this for about a minute. And then slow down. Slow down to about half. Focus on it. Tap more lightly now. Now slow down again. Should be harder to lift your hand up. Your hand should feel heavier. Like you want to stop. You want to stop tapping. Just slow down. One tap. Tap again. Tap again. Tap again. Apparently it's a pattern thing that our brains really like. It helps our brains get into the right zone for falling asleep. If it doesn't quite work, just start again. Start fast like a metronome. Or tap something else. Tap the bed. Just try that a couple of times and try to match your breathing to the tapping. You can tap pressure points in your body too. tap your temple lightly. You can tap your wrists. Just like that. Yeah. Do you want to try that? See if you can fall asleep.